Yo, what's up, sports bettors? I'm going to be running you through 3 late night picks on Underdog Fantasy. So, the first one I'm really excited about, Jalen Wilson. I'm getting him over 8 rebounds on Underdog Fantasy. So, this is why sports betting can be so profitable and is so exploitable for sharp bettors who understand a little bit about data and markets. Is take a look right here. You can see every sports book. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? There's 5 different data points on where Wilson's rebound line should be set. You have Underdog at 8, then you have Prize Picks at 8.5, DraftKings 10Bet and Bet365. They all also have Jalen Wilson's line at 8.5 rebounds. So we have 4 data points telling us the line should be at 8.5. Underdog saying, hey, I think this line should be at 8. So Underdog is a market inefficiency, right? They're a market outlier. All these books try to set lines independently, so as a sharp bettor, we're hunting through the market and teeing off, picking off books when they're screwing up. What you'll notice even farther more that makes us like this bet is DraftKings and 10Bet, they have the over 8.5 favored, right? They have the over 8.5 rebounds favored for Jalen Wilson. So we're getting over 8, right? And DraftKings is saying, hey, the over 8.5 is actually more likely than the under 8.5. So we found value. We found an edge, right? And I'm not going to sit here. I'm not a BSer. I'm not going to tell you, oh, this bet is guaranteed to win. No, that's BS. This is a play with an edge. We found an edge. All books have the line at 8.5. We're getting over 8. Clear value, clear edge. Next play I went with 2 NBA plays. The first one's Kelly Olynyk, under 6.5 rebounds. So we've gone through this before, but Underdog Fantasy, when you're placing these 3-pick entries, so you can see my 3-pick entry right here, Jalen Wilson over 8. We went through that. That was from the Odds Jam screen, the screen as it's called. Then we have Kelly Olynyk under 6.5 rebounds and Kyrie over 4.5, which you can see right here. Right? So these 2 plays just from the EV tool. And the EV tool is kind of like the easiest tool on OddsJam to use. It's not necessarily the most profitable. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. But it's definitely the tool I spend the most time on. And what you're going to notice here is Underdog Fantasy. We know they're charging us minus 122 juice on a 3-pick entry. So that's their implied odds. And take a look at the odds on sportsbooks, right? This is why sports betting is so exploitable. We have dozens of data points telling us where the line should be set. All of the sports books are in unison, with the under as a heavy favorite. FanDuel has it minus 166, Caesars minus 142, DraftKings minus 140. So you look at every book in the market, Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker in the world, minus 150. So every sports book telling us, hey, Olynyk's under is a lot more likely. The under should be heavily favored, heavily juiced. And we're getting minus 122. We found value, right? So people always overcomplicate sports betting. It's like, oh, you didn't talk about the sports in this video. It's like, it's not about the sports, right? As a savvy investor, as a day trader, you're looking for value in the market. It's no different as a sports bettor, except what makes sports betting so exploitable is we have dozens of books telling us where the line should be set. And we're literally just teeing off and picking off books when they screw up. We're taking advantage of market inefficiencies like Kelly Olynyk under 6.5 rebounds. We're getting minus 122 when every book is pricing this at minus 150-ish. Clear value, clear edge. This is how you make the big bucks sports betting. Roughly a 2% profit margin. 2% profit margin, a lot of people will be like, oh, that seems low. This game is today. 2% profit margin in a day. Think about that on a monthly basis, 60%. So your bankroll would go from, 5K to 8K if you're betting on 2% EV bets every day. So clear value on this bad boy. Hopefully you guys are able to tail it. Let's make some money.